Welcome to the YNTAAY AY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and today is the episode we've all been waiting for, the Tops List. Every year we do our tops and bottoms for movies for the previous years, and now we're doing 2017, which I think was a very good movie year. I have some honorable mentions before we start the list of 15. Yes, 15. Split was a very good movie with James McAvoy from M. Night Shyamalan. I loved Kong Skull Island. I thought it was action-packed. Battle of the Sexes with Emma Stone and Steve Carell battling it out on the tennis courts. And, of course, Hello Again, the musical film that was based on the off-Broadway musical. But they did not make my top 15, and now let's talk about the 15. Oh, and before we do, underneath the cover behind me is the winner of the top movie for my list. So we'll hopefully do a dramatic pull, and then the posters will be revealed. Okay, at number 15 is Wonderstruck, that delightful movie about the little boy who's struck by lightning and becomes deaf, and it switches back and forth between the olden days with a little deaf girl. And they're in New York City, and Julianne Moore is in it. I thought it was a surprise delight. Okay, Atomic Blonde is at number 14. This is a very violent movie with Charlize Theron, and they're sort of spies in it, and I don't know what they are, assassins, something. It's been a while since I saw it, but I just thought it was action-packed, and I saw it twice at the theatre. That's how much I enjoyed it. Guess what's number 13? Yes, my baby Groot will tell you. It is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really loved Guardians of the Galaxy. And, you know, it stars Chris Pratt. And look at that poster. I think that's a gorgeous poster. And it's one of the Marvel movies that I really do like. I'm not a big fan of all those superhero movies, but that one I just love. And Baby Groot is just so cute. So I thought it was a lot of fun, and I love that 80s music. Y'all know that. Okay, at number 12, She's a Wonder, Wonder Woman, the long-awaited movie this is a superhero movie that I can get behind. It's woman-centric. We've been waiting for a Wonder Woman movie for years, since Linda Carter starred as Wonder Woman in the series all those years ago, and now Gal Gadot is playing the role, and she is fabulous. So go see that, kids, if you haven't. Coco is at number 11, which is a Disney Pixar movie. It's very charming. It's very different. And this little old lady in it is so sweet. And you will cry. You visit the land of the dead, and there's the skeleton. Don't be, if I'm afraid of skeletons too. And if you are, don't be scared, because they're very cute looking. I mean, look at that. They still pretty much look like they did in life. They're just not in the land of the living anymore. Okay, now for the top 10. The Greatest Showman, starring Hugh Jackman as P.T. Barnum. Now, this is a musical, of course, and it's from Pasek and Paul, who did the lyrics to La La Land, and did Dear Evan Hansen, and A Christmas Story Live. So many things. They have so much to be grateful for. But The Greatest Showman has amazing music. People say that it's a bit whitewashed about P.T. Barnum's story, but I don't mind. We'll have a darker version with the true P.T. Barnum and all that, and this is the fun musical version. Now at number 9 is Get Out, which has gotten a lot of Oscar love, and I saw this early in the year, and I thought it was a fabulous movie. Very, very suspenseful. It was fun. It was just very different. It says a lot. I think y'all should go out and get that one. Okay. At number 8, this was a surprise for me. It's The Big Sick. It's about a comedian who falls in love with a woman who then gets sick and has to be put into a medically induced coma. And then her parents come, played by Ray Romano and Holly Hunter. And this is the story. And of course, Kumail Nanjiani is the guy. And it's a very sweet movie, very romantic. Okay, I, Tonya, I just love this movie. Allison Janney is marvelous in it. Margot Robbie plays Tonya Harding. And everybody in the theater laughed when poor Nancy Kerrigan got whacked in the knee. It was like, why? 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 And I'm like, why are we laughing at that? But we did. And the movie is so fun. What a twisted story. It's hard to believe that it really happened. Okay, at number 6 is Baby Driver. And yes, kids, Kevin Spacey is in it, so beware. But, you know, what are we going to do? Throw out our copies of American Beauty or whatever? Baby Driver is an action-packed movie about a young man who drives getaway cars. And Ansel Elgort plays the guy. It has lots of people. Even John Hamm is in it. It's a very good action movie, and I'm surprised that it made it all the way to 6. But I saw it twice in the theater. Saw I, Tonya twice as well. So I've done a lot of double dipping at the movies this year. Okay, at number 5 is Lady Bird, which also has a lot of Oscar love. Now, I thought this one, oh, I'm going to have to mess up her name. Saoirse Ronan. Well, you know who she is. She's nominated. Of course, Laurie Metcalf is wonderful as her mother. It's a coming-of-age girl, a movie about a girl in Catholic school, and she calls herself Lady Bird. So those of you expecting to see a movie about Lady Bird Johnson, you'll just have to write it yourself or wait. Okay, at number 4 is 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, which was fascinating, about a woman played by Frances McDormand whose daughter was murdered, and she takes out these 3 billboards, she rents them, and puts up a message for the sheriff's department to work harder, basically, to find her daughter's killer. And I just loved that movie. Woody Harrelson is in it. Sam Rockwell is in it. So I really enjoyed that one. And so did my sister Jeanette. Okay, now this one, Call Me By Your Name, is at number 3. It has Armie Hammer in it. What is the young man's name? Timothy Chalamet, who is nominated for an Oscar. It's gotten a lot of buzz this year. It's one of Ellen's favorite movies, Ellen DeGeneres. And Justin Goody, who worked with me. It's his favorite movie of the year. And I thought it was a very romantic movie set in Italy. It's a young gay man and his affair with I guess he's a grad student who's spending the summer with his family, with the kid's family. Okay. Oh, are we already at number 2? Wow. Okay, at number 2 is The Shape of Water, the Guillermo del Toro movie about the mute girl who falls in love with a sea creature man who's being kept at the lab where she works. Octavia Spencer is in it. Yes, and who plays the lady? I can't see without my magnifying glass. Maybe I'll pause it and try and find out. Sally Hawkins. Her name was on the tip of my tongue. But I thought that movie was so romantic. It was just such a fairy tale, and I think that it has a really good chance of winning some awards at the Oscars. But now, the number 1 movie. Oh, this is exciting. Watch, I'm going to pull this and they're going to fall over. It is... Yes... Wonder! Okay, isn't that beautiful? Justin got me those posters. Now see, it is the movie based on the book, the young adult book, Wonder, about a little boy named Augie Pullman, played by Jacob Tremblay. And he has facial differences and has been homeschooled for years. Now, anybody who knows me knows that is one of my charities of choices, to help little children who have craniofacial differences, and some of the surgeries are very easy to fix, like with the cleft palates, but some of the other ones are much more serious. So if I had the money, I would donate a lot of it to children, because this poor child in the book and the movie, he had had many surgeries over the years, and now his mother, played by Julia Roberts, is putting him in a public school. I think he's like in 6th grade or something. And here's the other poster. Julia Roberts plays the mother. Owen Wilson plays the father. He wears this spaceman helmet a lot because he's embarrassed by his appearance. And he's such a sweet child. And all the characters are so likable. And the thing about this movie that I think is so important is that it's about kindness. Even the poster says, choose kind. And it tells us you don't have to follow the crowd and be a bully, or just be nice to people. If somebody's different from you, my goodness, be their friend. Reach out. Be kind. It's Oscar nominated for Best Hair and Makeup. It had a $20 million budget, but earned $285.9 million worldwide. So that's pretty good. So Wonder is my #1 movie. So go and see it, everybody. So from all of us at the YNTAAY Minis, go to the movies. See you next time. Yay!